You know what, I was definitely in the 70 to 75 camp, and I've actually put my money where my mouth is. I think I'm net short with the 70 to 75 position, because I think there are too many variables right now. We've got the Americans pumping as much as they possibly can. They will cap 11 million barrels per day production. We've got US, China and Saudi Arabia collectively pumping in excess of 30 million barrels per day. So then you have the OPEC, non-OPEC agreement, where the Secretary General just told this August event that compliance is rigid, that the partnership is going to last, it's in for the long haul. Now what they're saying is that their compliance was actually at 152%. What they're trying to do right now is to bring that down to 100%. So there's several tugs in various directions. The geopolitics is what it is, but there's still plenty of crude out there, which is why I think 70 to 75 is about par for Brent. But right now, the market conditions are such that they collectively had to respond to US shale. Now, if you look at the shale decline rates, even if we are in the believer that shale will rapidly decline, that rapid is actually not the correct word to use, which is what you hear a lot in popular discourse. The decline rate is somewhere in the region of about 5 to 7 years, I think 7 being the more likely. So if for the next 7 years, the Americans are going to put incremental barrels on the market, then these two parties simply had to come together. They'll observe the market, they'll be reactive, they'll not sort of say, this is our firm policy, this is what we're going to stick to. I think they'll be reactive. I think it's a very fascinating discussion. We've already set the tone by discussing the pricing, by discussing the market dynamics. We're in one of the world's largest storing hubs, an upcoming destination. Some people call Fujairah the Cushing, Oklahoma of the Middle East, and who knows, one fine day, the capacity might even be higher. So it sets the agenda very nicely. We've got discussions on storage coming on. We've got discussions on what kind of benchmarks this particular region could adopt. And we've heard from Platts that they're using blockchain. They've been deploying blockchain for a number of years to get their pricing into whack. So a number of things to consider. I think the benchmark discussions, the discussions on where from here storage-wise, and of course the direction of the cargo. We're all looking eastwards, and are we looking eastwards from Fujairah? In that case, it's of great significance to what's happening in this great city.